Hey guys, this is Kai here, and today I'm doing my scary story that I promise for every Wednesday. I've done mine for today. It's called Wendigo Found Twice, because there are two Wendigos in this. Let's go. My name is Ella. I'm a 15-year-old girl. I'm not really. I'm very shy. This is the complete opposite of me. Some I've never told anybody about this horrific event. I'm finally sharing the encounter after so long. I should have told others earlier, but I didn't. I was born in Navajo on the 5th of March of 2003. I remember the exact date of this dreadful event to be on the 27th of June, which makes the story almost 3 years old. Also makes me 12, my real age. Me and my friends decided to go camping in a forest right next to our home on the second night of our camping experience. We decided to play charades around 6 p.m. We heard a few distorted cries throughout our game, but we ignored them. We went on for about 3 hours before we decided to go to bed. At 2 a.m., me and my friend Amelia were woke up by another distorted cry. It was exactly like the ones that we heard from earlier, except closer, much closer. We got a little freaked out, so we decided to wake up the rest of our friends. As we went to do so, we noticed a deer's antlers ripping a hole in one of the tents. We decided to go and check it out. We were overwhelmed by our curiosity. As we got close, we realized something. Whatever the thing was, it wasn't a deer at all. It was only really wearing a deer skull. Just then, it stood on its hind legs. It was bipedal. It had an abnormal amount of silver hair growing on its body. Its claws were dark red, covered in blood. Its empty eyes stared deep into my soul. It had a foul smell of decaying corpses. It screamed like a wild animal. At that moment, we realized how much danger we were in. There were two on the scene. One was in front of us. One was on our left. We jolted back to my house and locked the door. We were lucky because we looked out of the window and saw the beasts pounding on the door. I don't think they know what windows are, so we were safe. We waited until the sun rose and the beasts were gone. My parents begged for us to explain what happened, but we were speechless. We went out the next day to find inhuman footprints in the mud and scratch marks on our door. We checked the tents and made a gruesome discovery. All of the tents contained our friends' bodies, covered in a pool of blood. There were a group of 8, so 6 torn, mutilated bodies were found at the scene. Anna was decapitated, Jill's chest was ripped open, Shannon's eyeballs poured with blood, Mary's lungs were torn out of her chest, Evie's ribs were missing, and Emily's arms and legs were only hanging by small pieces of flesh. When my parents saw this, they could only think of one type of creature that would do this: a wendigo. I researched about the wendigo, and to my surprise, it looked identical to the beasts that we saw. Apparently, they are the result of an evil spirit finding a human that has resorted to cannibalism in forests. So, guys, did you like my wait? What? Did you like my story? Leave a comment if you did like my story. Took about an hour to write this, but oh boy, almost 2 hours. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed describing this creature. It described the Wendigo very well for what people think of Wendigos. An old, dying beast that was a human before. Some people think it has antlers, some people don't. Some people report sightings of it having a deer skull. Some report it having no hair, sharp fangs sticking out of like the end of its mouth, and probably even poking through the flesh. Has like just completely black eyes. Was skinny, lanky. Wait, what? Yeah, skinny, tall. Its ribs were visible. See, that's what people think of wendigos. So I really hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, leave a like, and goodbye!